Welcome to another round of Maelstrom. Today we have a certain set of quests here. We are supposed to board enemy ships and we are supposed to do battleship versus battleship battles. To ship the ships to the bottom of the ocean. Whatever. Anyways, these two quests are really pointing in one particular direction. We are supposed to be using orc ships because orcs are amazing at boarding. And since we are supposed to use battleships, I guess we should be setting up the Gorger. The Gorger being the orc battleship, it's amazing at boarding, it's amazing at a few things. We have a lot of cannons, also front-facing cannons here. We are being pulled by sharks, so I think even if our sails are gone, we should still have a decent amount of speed here. And since I want to show you guys how the whole crew system and everything works, I think this is a good point to try and set up everything here. So let's start with our captain. Each faction has 3 different captains, and we can choose whichever we want for any of our ships inside that faction. So here we have Gwenna Blackmore, which we are going to take because his ability is just making the crew a bit stronger for boarding. So increasing crew strength and damage resistance, so that's amazing for boarding. But we also have 2 others that we can quickly take a look at. We have Splint Deathbringer, who has a charge ability which is just a speed boost. And we have Fate Morrowtooth, or Marrowtooth, which conjures an arcane tempest that slows enemy ships and makes turning arduous. Deals armor and sail damage to enemy ships in the tempest, so yeah, that's like an ability that slows down our ships and does damage to them. But I think for this one, Gwenna Blackmore is always the one that you want to take here. We can also take a look at his talents, and this is where you can actually level up your captains. The stuff on the top right are different resources we need to use to unlock stuff here. Everything here we get from the chest that we can open after battles and all of that, with keys and everything. But we also need to give them loyalty items in order to get their level up, which is going to allow us to get more points put into different things. So for that we just scroll through the list of things that we have and give them the ones that they like the most. Hopefully getting a level up in the process, which I actually might be getting here. Yeah, just by 10 points, so that's pretty good. I can now put down another point here. I don't know where I would want one. I can go for repair. So we get a bit more hull integrity back when sinking an enemy. So that's pretty cool. But there's also a lot of other things which make our abilities more useful, but also just general improvements. So this guy now giving us a power rating of 745 in addition to the regular 1000. So down here power rating, bringing us up into a higher bracket, but we want to go all the way. So we want to ideally get to 3500, which is the top limit. So let's see what we have in terms of crewmates. Quite a few available here, and I don't really know how I set up my ship in the past. We can go for hull repair, combat, hull repair, damage resist, crew damage resist, which is nice, and smash and grab. This is a decent guy for our purposes. But I think we may want to go for a bosun, which is giving us more armor. Since we already have a strong ability through our captain for repairing the hull after sinking other ships. So I think this might be more useful. There might also be another option here. Usually bosuns have 2 options, one of them going for repair, one of them going for just more armor in general. But critical damage resist, current navigation, all of that, we might just stick to this guy right here. So let's see. Cooks are also pretty good because they help with captain abilities, so we can use that more often. Also a few other things that this guy does, but I think we really need a quartermaster here. Master Gunner, Navigator, Powder Monkey, Quartermaster, there he is. Crew damage with cannons, boarding duration is higher, boarding cooldown is lower, and yeah, when it comes to legendary crewmates, we also always have some downside with them. So 5% less armor and hull damage. Also, they have the same thing here, the same trait, Dominion, and that's not always amazing. We want to have different ones because I don't think we get a stacking bonus on them. Those things are very useful, by the way, so we're going to be looking out for them. So Dominion, after sinking an enemy player, gain 3% cannon damage for the rest of the match, or 0.3 per enemy ship in Gauntlet. So that's a stacking thing, but I don't think it's going to stack if we have multiple of the same. So we might just go with this guy. And here we could also go for a surgeon, which is going to increase our speed, crewman strength, crew heal, and combat crew heal, which is potentially very useful. Maybe we actually want to go for a surgeon instead. I apparently never use them because otherwise they would be leveled up. Let's see. Any useful trait in addition to this? Yeah, we might just go for smash and grab. This is looking nice. So we can also level them up to level 5. Which I'm just gonna do because I have enough money for that. So that's going to increase the bonus, but also the downside here. And at level 5 the trait is active, so we can now also use that. Last crewmate, and I mean we could go for the cook, but I don't think our cell damage should be alright. Critical damage or critical chance, yeah, that's always a good bonus. Captain ability cooldown is their main function, and I don't know if we really need that. Helmsman giving us a bit more armor, ramming damage and turn rate. Lookout increasing cannon range, critical chance and pickup range. So for items and that kind of stuff. Master Gunner, I only put up to level 4 for some reason. Sail damage, crew damage with cannons, that's actually pretty good. Now a smash and grab. I would like to have different one here. Okay, that's a bit unfortunate. Could also go for Powder Monkey to get a bit more general damage here. Quartermaster I think we didn't really want. Do I have another surgeon with a better Sapphire Iron? I think I might want to take that one. Provision isn't all that amazing, that's just giving us a few more boons from the start, but in the end we can very quickly go up to full boons, and at that point that guy isn't really doing anything for us anymore. So Thrill of Victory is the one that I would really like to have. 25% hit chance for 30 seconds after sinking an enemy ship, making us very dangerous. And that's especially useful if we are damaged after sinking another ship, so we get something that can easily compensate for us being a bit more vulnerable at that point. Yeah, sadly I don't have anything like that. Smash and grab is going to not help us anymore. So let's quickly see if any of the other guys that we already picked if we have any other option for them, which is going to give us a better thing here. I played the game a lot, but this is one of the factions that I didn't use that much, so I'm not really doing all that well here with some of those guys.
Ready for action.
Or we might just have to take her for the time being. I mean, max speed, max... oh, that's a bit of turn rate and all of that. It's not
A good day to
an
die.
awful idea. But maybe I just need a few more guys here in order to make that work out. Might just go with the shipwright. Hull damage resist, crew damage resist is also helping us out, so I think, yeah, this might be the one for now. Next up, we can also pick between 3 different cannons, and by the way, the X here actually stands for 10. We are all a tier 10 ship here. I got them all upgraded already quite a few years ago, meaning that I have more things to choose between. So we have different cannon options here. Standard orc cannon, inaccurate with high critical hit damage. You can go for high sail damage and crew damage, which might be preferable here for the ship that we are building. Or short range cannons with high damage but low accuracy and also very bad at other types of damage. So I think we might need to go for the chomper. We can go for different types of sails, giving us other different abilities and bonuses. So we can go for higher sail health, max speed, sail repair and combat sail repair, which is not a bad idea. Or critical chance, turn rate and turn acceleration. I think we're going to take the higher top speed and everything. Stockade cabins are going to help our hull integrity and knockback resistance and increase the number of crew. Number of crew is very good for a crew damage based ship. Or just more armor in exchange for acceleration. I think we want this one here. Also, knockback resistance might help us getting closer to other ships more reliably. For the offense, bone breaker keel, ramming damage, knockback force. So that's a knockback that we are doing. Boarding range, boarding cooldown, I think here for boarding of course. And then there's always a one unique, and this is Rowdy Crew. Automatically deals hull, armor, sail or crew damage to all enemy ships within boarding range. Basically our guys are on deck and madly firing in all directions. So that's the ship now. When it comes to building these kind of things, it's always the question, do you really want to go all in on that little one thing that you want to do, or do you maybe want to be a bit more generalized? Do you want to hope and try just improving the things that you're already good at, or maybe ironing out some of the ships and setups downsides? So right now we are really going all in on boarding, but that might not be the best thing in the long run. And yeah, almost 14 minutes just to go through all of this. We can also, what is this? Increase boarding range and duration. Yeah, that's just passive for the entire orc thing right here, I think. Oh no, this is a passive that only this ship has. So this is another reason why it's good for boarding. We might also want to take a quick look at customization. I only have the stock skin, there's also the marauder skin, but that's first up very expensive. And I don't want to waste the gunpowder on that. We can also change the trail that we make. So this one's looking a bit more drunk now. And we can also do other adjustments, but we are now being pulled into a match. Hopefully finally against other people. I've seen a few others earlier today, but yeah, I often end up going into battle alone as well, so gotta see about that. But yeah, this is our ship. We can shoot up front, we can shoot to the sides, and just looking at this, I may need to get a master gunner in order to help focus the shots a bit more, because this is not going to be that accurate. So we're likely going to miss a lot of the shots that we are taking here. So basically this is getting into the whole topic of cannonball spread, which I mentioned the last time. Oh, there's another guy there. I'm not going to fully give the plan away for this ship right now, so I'm just shooting with regular cannonballs, but of course our goal here is a completely different one. And yeah, this is another one of those undead ships. Let's see, we might get another person in. But this is going to be otherwise also a pretty interesting match. Just gonna be careful against them. And yeah, this is my crew shooting automatically, so yeah, not much I can do about that. And they also give off some weird little orb thingies, which I think do a lot of damage if I get hit. Yeah, you saw that there. Of course we cannot get really damaged in this mode. So nothing we have to fear here, but in the real match we're gonna be careful about it. So let's get going. I didn't even see them writing that, but yeah, we are in the match now, so let's get going and let's see how well we can deal with other people here, and especially how well the crew boarding is going to go. Going up against another identical ship here with a slightly weaker setup. Yeah, we are doing a lot of damage here, but it's also not going too amazingly. But yeah, I can down them real quick here, so if I now just shoot down the crew completely, maybe also get in some sail shots. They should be pretty much at our mercy now. And there you can see just how much we demolish them. So while sail damage is more to cripple their mobility, both regular damage and crew damage are ways to sink a ship decently quickly. And yeah, those battleships have something going on where they just completely stop you from being able to aim properly, as if you were drunk or something. So I'm going back to grape shots, and I'm now also just... I just completely demolished the crew there. So they are going to take a while to come back from that, and I can just board them, and this might be GG here for that ship. There's a few more to go. Oh, that's the other player, gotta be careful about that. And they have a blinding effect, that's good to know. I'm just gonna be spinning around here, trying to do some damage. I can also try and bring their sail down so they don't run away from me. They should be somewhere in front of me, and yeah, I'm now pointing at them with my weak side. This is not going well. We are also very much down on our hull. I mean the sail. The hull is also getting damaged, and yeah, I'm not doing too well here. I might have to bail out. I don't know if running is a good option here, but it's something that I should be attempting at least. I think something also happens with my controls here with their ability, not allowing me to just sail straight anymore. So this is all not going to plan. I tried to enter them. I don't know if I got them. I don't think so. So let's try again. Because we might be able to do something when their crew is down, which it now is, so this is looking alright for us now. They won't be doing that much damage anymore. And I'm also stuck in the murky water, so yeah, that might be my end here. We can be here for a few seconds, but then the monsters come. Not really the kind of battle I wanted against that guy. I would have preferred just doing it a bit more, just getting a regular battle in and not dying to the bad water. Or the murky water. But this is what it is sometimes. So let's go to the finish screen here and see how that all went in the end. And the battle is still ongoing, so this might turn out differently once everything is said and done, but yeah. Close battle. I should have maybe gone for the crew more from the get-go and just gone for boarding. But yeah, that doesn't always work out the way you want to. So after one match, it's not a good idea to mess with the whole crew setup too much. But I'm definitely going to go back into customizing and looking for a different setup here. You can go for drunk cannonballs and what else would there be? We can also test them out before buying. So we can just fire them, and if I want to unlock them, I just press that button. Not entirely sure on those, so maybe Comet? Doesn't really fit either. What about this one? No, a bit too colorful. Let's just go with drunk. Nah. Back to stock, and let's quickly switch out the lifeboat. Lifeboat here before we get started. Gonna go with the goblin battleship. Let's see, anything better in terms of traces before we get sucked into the next battle? Yeah, why not? So let's see. 90 seconds, we should be about to get pulled into a battle. If the game can't find one, then we might just open up our own again. Yeah, I might as well show you guys some other ships here in the meantime. Or not. But yeah, you can still inspect other things that you have as long as you don't change anything about your current ship setup. Because that is going to cancel the queue. And with setup I mean the stuff that actually does something. Switching out cosmetics is of course fine. We might actually get a rematch against the other guy again. I wouldn't mind that. There are a few players with ship setups that are annoying to fight because some of them are obviously OP. Like there's a dwarf ship that can just spam sea mines all over the place, which is not really that much fun to fight against. Ah, there's another guy. And that's one of the undead ships. Giving away their entire plan of operation here, but I mean, with us it's not gonna be much different. If you use this ship, 95% of the time you are going to be a boarding crew. Because using this for anything else would be not entirely stupid, but this is really leaning into that playstyle, so yeah. Of course you're gonna do that. Alrighty, next match, let's see. I also should just be boarding the ships a few more times in order to get my my quest finished. Just like that. Also need to collect more gold, but that's going to happen anyways. Oh yeah, I was considering maybe getting a Master Gunner. I mean, if they're going to come at me like that, and yeah, AI ships are always trying to board. If I do stuff like that, I might as well shoot with my anti-crew balls. And they are dead in the water. I'm not always sure if going for the crew with an AI ship is the best way of doing things. It's a bit of setup before you really can go in and do damage, and especially with other players on the map. You don't want to use your abilities too much, and you don't want to invest too much time into another ship. Because yeah, everybody else is now getting some boons from other ships, and you want to do so as well, as quickly as you can. So that looks like a good situation for me to be in. Just going against that ship and getting as many of their boons as possible. And yeah, forget what I just said, I'm of course going for boarding directly. Oh shit, that's the other guy. Okay, my right side is shot to shit. I better not present that to them anymore. Also, they just blocked me from shooting with my left side, so yeah, that's not going too well. Yeah, I'm definitely losing this one from what it seems like. It was almost it, but the next board side is going to be the end of me, yeah. That was a tough one. I should have kept a larger distance and yeah, just tried something from there. That thing is a really vicious short distance fighter. But I think for a large distance or long distance fighter I also need a master gunner in order to make the shots a bit more yeah, to focus them a bit more to one point. So let's quickly do that and see how that works out. If I can, especially if I can find a master gunner with thrill of victory. Or powder monkey. Nope, that's not what I want. Surgeon, sailmaster. I mean,
None shall survive.
nope, that's not it. Must be further up. Quartermaster is especially for boarding. Could use that guy as well, but I only have so many places for crew. Hull armor damage, sail damage, critical damage.
Let's give 'em hell.
This isn't even giving me what I want. Cannonball velocity. Critical damage. Or is it the lookout?
A good day to die.
Was I even looking? Oh yeah, this was powder monkey. Cannon firing delay. That's not useful, that's just more for the timing. Crew damage canning, and then I need a
Ready for
different
action.
one.
Let's give 'em hell. None shall survive. A good day to die. Ready for action.
Cannonball spread minus 30%. Yeah, that's useful. That's the one that I need.
Let's give 'em hell.
But that's nothing that my legendary guy offers, so I might have to go with
Ready for action. A good day. Let's give 'em hell.
this one. When ramming an enemy ship, that ship drops a random boon. Yeah, I think that might be a good one to go for. So not going for a legendary one because they don't have the bonus that I need. And we are just going to go into Gauntlet real quick just to take a look at the difference now, which should hopefully be very obvious. I don't want to do another full Gauntlet run, but I mean, that's going to hit things, unlike what it was before. I'll likely show the Gauntlet mode in the next one. It's getting too warm in here, I'm sorry. I would love to just turn on the my fan doing the recordings, but I think you're going to hear it and it wouldn't be that great for the video. So I'm kind of just suffering through the heat, and trust me, as soon as the end recording button is pressed, the on button on the fan is going to be the next one. Yeah, this is what it was beforehand. So yeah, I think the just the lowered cannonball spread is going to help me be a bit more viable for long range battle. If only one or two of the cannonballs on a full board side hit, it's not going to be that useful. But I really wish we got one of the legendary
Give 'em hell.
ones helping out here.
None shall survive. for
Ah,
action.
got it. Well, in fog,
A
yeah.
good day to die. Let's give 'em
And let's
hell.
gonna use this one here.
None shall survive.
Depending on the name, we also have
Give 'em
different
hell.
other
A good
things
day to die.
going
Ready
for them.
action.
So there's usually a few different ones with other things as well, so I might as well just level them up and see how much they help me out. Cannonball spread minus 30%, I'm just gonna go for this one. Crew damage and sail damage are also pretty useful for me, so
Let's give 'em hell.
yeah, no real reason to not use them. Only problem is the non-legendary crewmates also don't have the same traits at level 5. But that's something I'll have to deal with. Maybe I'll need to try and get another guy that gives me thrill of victory again. But as it is right now, I think we are better off with the crew as it is now than before. And there's definitely a lot of fine-tuning that I could do in the future, and I might just have to go for that, because I'm not entirely sure if my current setup is really going to help me that much. But that's something to find out in another episode, and until then, I'll gotta say thanks for watching, see you guys next time, have a good one, and till then, bye bye.